What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. It's a new month and I wanted to do another monthly review of my Turo earnings. Now this has been a little bit harder of a month and I will go into that later, but for now let's start with the money that's been deposited into my bank account. On the right hand side of your screen, the green numbers are actual dollars that were deposited into my bank account. So starting with October 5th, this is the first day of October that money was deposited, was $73.45. October 6th, $88.40, October 8th, $91.50. Then we move to October 9th, 2015, October 11th, $3.80, October 11th, $89.05, October 15th, $186.98, October 21st, $49.05, October 23rd, $73.49, October 23rd, $24.70, October 25th, $18.85, October 29th, $19.50, October 29th, $68.23. And then we move on to November 1st, and basically what this all came out to for the month of October is $826.65. Now that is a far cry from the $1,100 and $1,400 that I've done in the previous months. But let's get into a couple numbers real quick, and then I will show you why my earnings are less. The Chevy Cruze was rented a total of 5 days during October. It was driven a total of 557 miles. My Elantra was rented 17 days with a total of 1,038 miles. My Mustang was rented for 1 day with 158 miles driven on it. The total number of miles driven throughout all my vehicles was 1,753 miles. Total days all vehicles combined were rented was 23 days. And quite honestly, when you figure up 1,753 and divide it by the 826.65 miles, you're looking at probably 48 cents. I'm not using the calculator. I'd guess between 46 and 48 cents a mile. Well, that's not really good. But let's get into what the problem is and why this is happening. You go to my cars here, you see I have the 07 Cobalt, the 2012 Cruze, 06 Mustang, 15 Hyundai Elantra. We're going to go look at the pricing, and you're going to see what I've done here. Instead of using Turo's dynamic pricing algorithm, I have set my pricing at $29 for the Elantra. I have set the pricing on my Chevy Cruze at $21. I've set the pricing on my Mustang at $30. And I have set the pricing on my Chevy Cobalt, I don't remember. It's not even technically up yet because I'm not done putting it back together, at $20. Now, you're probably wondering, my God, why are you renting your car out for so cheap? Or your car's out for so cheap? Well, look at this, guys. My cars weren't being rented this month, and I think that definitely reflects on my payout, and I couldn't figure out why. So when you put in my zip code here, and you look for cars to rent in my area, we're going to look from the 3rd to the 7th, and we're going to do pricing from lowest to highest. This car hasn't been rented at all. There's not even a picture of it. But $22 a day for a 2010 Tundra. My cars, in order to be competitive, were running $40 to $45 a day. I've had to drop the rates drastically to compete with other cars on here. Because as you can see right now, other than this one, which nobody will rent because basically no one knows this guy, he has no history, and he's got a picture of a garage. Other than him, my cars are the cheapest on Turo. And the reason you're not seeing the Cruze on here right now is because it's steady rented out. So the Cruze is not on here. The Cobalt is not on here because I'm not done making sure that this is going to be a reliable car for renting out yet. So my cars, the two that are active right now, are the cheapest ones on here. And from here, you move to $31 a day, $34 a day. Look at this. This is a 2015 Accord Hybrid for $34 a day. A 15 Malibu, $37 a day. You see what I mean? Now, some of these cars are just ridiculously priced, and they'll never get rented, and the people are probably wondering why their cars aren't getting rented. They're simply asking too much because on a normal day, and obviously today isn't that day, but there are other cars on here that are newer, and comparable to $30-some a day. So in order for me to compete at all, I've had to drop my rates drastically. And as I said, that's part of the reason why my cars really didn't get rented, was because basically they were just priced too high. So I had to turn off Turo's automatic pricing algorithm, which they call dynamic pricing, and I basically had to just drop my rates. And I hope this is temporary. I hope that the rates only have to be dropped long enough to push some of these other people out of the market. But, you know, it could very well be just like Uber, where a bunch of people have found out about it, a bunch of people are signing up trying to make a bunch of money, and, you know, you end up with a flooded market and nobody's making any money at all. So only time will tell where this goes. My cars are updated now, so we'll see how things go in the month of November, and I will be sure to come back and bring you an update at the beginning of December. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. Thanks for watching. I am tongue twisted tonight. As always, like, comment, subscribe, be safe out there, and Uber on.